Hello. I'm really sorry. My encoder is not working currently, so it's being really annoying. Yeah. So 3 tornado warnings so far, and one in Kansas, two in Texas. Um, more wind reports are starting to come in. Of wind reports of 50 or more miles per hour. This is definitely significant, and this possible derecho, which is how it's mainly supposed to be pronounced, is going to be significant. Has already caused significant wind damage. So 6 wind reports. We have seen some pretty large hail, and I'm going to be tracked. I'm just sorry about that, but yeah. So 3 tornado warnings, and one for places of McLean and Lee Fords, Texas. Brandon Coppeth is on the storm right now. And yeah, so this is probably going to start producing a lot of wind damage, and is definitely going to start being significant. So it's really going to start ramping up and form that potential derecho. We have 4 tornado warnings now, and now we have a tornado on the ground in Kansas right now. Over places like Ravana, we have a tornado warning on with a tornado on the ground, and this is going to continue for the next couple of miles. And all of these storms are moving very fast. These are moving at upwards of about 70 miles an hour. So if any of you guys live in these cities, probably should take shelter and follow your safety precautions. And have a couple tornado warnings, actually 4 now, because of a tornado warning in Kansas. And that tornado warning in Kansas actually has a tornado on the ground currently. At least that's what it said. There was a tornado warning with a tornado on the ground, and that supercell is actually producing some very strong winds and large hail. So 4 tornado warnings. Brandon Coppeth, Vince Walty, and so Brandon Coppeth, Vince Walty, and Brett Adair on the storm right now. And this is looking like a pretty bad storm. I think we could see a potential tornado or 2 out of it. But yeah, so these storms are really going to start ramping up as they head into the moderate risk area. And this is going to be a potentially historic event. So we'll see what's going to happen. And so far, we've seen some very bad weather already. We've seen already 6 wind reports. That's a lot already for just a short period of time. So yeah, so we're likely going to see this form into a massive squall line pretty soon. probably see this form into a squall line in about an hour-ish, and that's when the wind potential will really ramp up for sure. And this will be a historic wind event. I promise you guys. This is a historic wind event, pretty much. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is a derecho, because a derecho is actually forecasted. And I'll just tell you guys, this will really start to take its derecho shape in a couple hours. It is not being the way it was forecasted, actually. So it's likely going to take its more derecho shape around 5 p.m. And then once that really, when that actually really, and when this actually crosses into western Oklahoma, this will be a significant weather event potentially. So, 3 tornado warnings, I believe. One for Kansas, and I'm actually pretty surprised we still have this tornado warning in Kansas, because it does look like the velocity couplet is weakening and is likely going to produce some wind damage. But this storm is, yeah, I think the heaviest impacted areas will probably be Garden City all the way up to Salina, Kansas, and then especially down in Texas all the way back through Tulsa, Oklahoma. And yeah, this will be a very impactful event. So, yeah. Yesterday, when they first issued the moderate risk, pretty small moderate risk actually, I'm not really surprised that they decided to go moderate and extend it up into northeastern Oklahoma for places like Tulsa. And this is actually a very, very, very bad event. And you guys remember, I'm going to tell you this a lot throughout the video. You guys are gonna need to be prepared for whatever happens. And this is okay. So guys, we got a new tornado warning for Cimarron, Kansas, Weddick, and it's gonna go to the northwest of Dodge City. And this is actually a very defined couplet. I know I keep saying this, but this is actually a very, very defined couplet, and I think this has the potential for producing a tornado for sure. And it is radar indicated still, so that's the only thing. But yeah, so these storms are going to be likely pretty severe. I am not surprised if we get a tornado to happen on the ground. Brandon Kolpick is on the storm, and he is covering it live. So I'll actually maybe go live again because of some technical issues that I'm having right now, because of some really annoying things that have happened, especially with my camera, because I know you guys probably don't like it when first of all my webcam doesn't work, and yeah, so yes, so the very you can clearly see the inflow on the Cimarron, Kansas super. So you can clearly see the inflow and the outflow. And this is why it's actually really bad. I think this definitely has the potential for producing a tornado once it gets to simmering. This is a very, very, very large hook echo, and I would really be surprised if we saw this upgraded to an observed tornado, because I am seeing a little bit of debris being picked up now. Yes, a good amount of debris. Just a tiny little bit, but for a hook echo, this is actually pretty decent hook echo and velocity couplet and correlation coefficient drop. So I see a tiny little drop that actually may produce a tornado as it gets closer to simmering. I think this actually has a potential for producing a violent tornado if it does form. And wow. 5 tornado warnings, you guys now. 5 tornado warnings, y'all. Got another tornado warning, and this time it's actually gonna hit Dodge City. I believe if I can draw a straight storm track, that'd be great. This might actually hit the southeastern portion of Dodge City, so this is moving at about 60 miles per hour. So this could hit Dodge City in about, let me see here. This could hit Dodge City in about a little while, but it is probably going to be pretty significant, I'd say. And this will definitely impact Dodge City. Let's see here. So Dodge City will probably get hit in about an hour-ish. So we need to be aware. And it's really actually got that inflow coming in. And it's actually got a lot of moisture with this. And I don't know why, but I was seeing a drop in the correlation coefficient with that. I don't really know why, but I was actually seeing a drop in it. So 5 tornado warnings now. 3 actually tornado warnings in Kansas. One of these tornado warnings could actually be heading for Dodge City if it keeps this up. And I do think that this could have a potential for some of these tornadoes could be large, and one of these tornado and warnings will likely go through the southeastern portions of Dodge City. So I need you guys to be aware if you live there or know anybody in Dodge City. So yeah. New radar scan just came in. Need to check this out. See here. Cimarron, you guys, your tornado warning is actually really weakening, but it's going to produce a lot of straight line wind damage actually now. So that's what it's predicting for what I'm seeing right now. At least that's what it's showing for me. But it's actually showing another little velocity couplet to the north of Cimarron. I think that could also potentially prop a tornado warning. So 80 mile per hour wind gust, I believe, just came in for southern Kansas. It did on radar Omega, so I think we'll likely end up seeing that as a high wind storm report. And yeah, so I'll be right back while I'm tracking the weather. I just have got to do one little thing here. Okay, so I'm sorry, you guys. I have to create a new live stream, which is very annoying. But I've still got a tornado warning that is still actually observed for Kansas. I promise you guys, I have a new live stream and it will work.